Hey guys, it's Peps here. Last year I got involved in a couple of YouTube, TV and in musical theatre. It was a really interesting year with many new experiences, but most of it actually looked kinda like this. Yes, 2017 literally flew by in a blur because of my myopia. A couple of months ago, I finally made up my mind to get a laser vision correction with Dr. Gerald Na from WI Clinic. There are actually several different available procedures on the market apart from the LASIK that we are all familiar with, such as the relaxed smile or the PRK, etc. You need to consult your ophthalmologist to find out which procedure is most suitable for you because everyone's eyes are different. And as for myself, I wasn't suitable for the traditional LASIK as my cornea wasn't of the ideal thickness. So based on my lifestyle, Dr. Na recommended me the PRK. And now,
I can see clearly now.
a quick side note for those who aren't familiar with the differences between the traditional LASIK and the PRK. In the traditional LASIK, they create a cornea flap and laser is applied beneath that, and then the flap is put back into place. Whereas for the PRK, the laser is applied directly upon the surface of the cornea instead. I went to the first appointment not really knowing what to expect, but having played Isaac Club, I was hoping it wasn't anything like that. Thankfully, it wasn't. And in the first appointment, they ran a series of suitability tests, checking things like cornea thickness and surface amongst other things. And thankfully, none of them was too terrifying. After which, they get you to watch the things you should know video that assured me that nothing dead spacey is going to be involved. And next was the doctor consultation. There I got a bit of a heart drop moment.
How could this happen to me?
When he said that my cornea wasn't of the recommended thickness for LASIK. But all was well because there were other options such as the PRK. Fast forward to off day, we started off by putting on the sanitized op attire. And in we went.
A few moments later.
The actual procedure was much shorter than expected. It was over even before I had any panic jitters. And
Several days later.
was the appointment to take the protective bandage contact lens off. Through that period, I managed to get a good week of sleep in. In PRK, the vision improves slowly as you recover. And the bulk of the recovery actually takes place in the first 5 to 10 days after the operation. So do expect discomfort, blurry vision, and for me I had a bit of a slight headache. Everyone has different healing speeds, so it does differ from people to people. For myself, the first couple of days were like... and the discomfort faded by about day 4, followed by a brief downtime, and then my vision more or less got clearer by week 5, with a slight softening. Images look something like this, and words look a little bit like this. I'll be sharing my full journey in the article link below, so do check it out if you want to find out what the full recovery process was like for me. But remember, the speed of recovery really differs from person to person, so don't worry too much if yours was different from mine. If you had gone through PRK as well, what was yours like? Was it different? Tell me about it! And subscribe if you want to check out more stuff below. There's a lot of different kind of stuff.